3 of my comrades remain somewhere in these halls. They serve as keepers under me, sworn to guard the High Kinlord's prison for as long as they are able. Find them, and help them if they live.
Who are you?
I am Keeper Sirion, Warden of the Banished Cells. The Daedra have helped my prisoner, High Kinlord Rilis XII, to escape his prison. Rilis is an immortal phantom who wields powerful magic. You should return to the surface and warn Tamriel.
I can help you.
You're serious? I've mentioned the swarms of Daedra, have I not? There are, if you're willing to risk your life, there are other keepers who may need help. I imagine the High Kinlord sent more against us than the Banekin who harangued me.
I will find the other keepers.
3 of my comrades remain somewhere in these halls. They serve as keepers under me, sworn to guard the High Kinlord's prison for as long as they are able. Find them, and help them if they live.
What is this place?
In ages past, the vilest of my people were interred here as punishment. Today, the Banished Cells contain a sole prisoner, High Kinlord Rilis XII. Rilis is long dead, but his Daedric pact sustains him, and a prisoner he remained until today.
Well, tell me about High Kinlord Rilis.
The tale is well known in these parts. In his youth, High Kinlord Rilis was a hero, instrumental in bringing order to this region. However, Rilis's thirst for power, which drove him to perform great feats, was his undoing.
Well, what did he do?
He consorted with Oblivion to ascend to power. Those who stood in his way he killed, though always under mysterious circumstances. Eventually, those around him saw through his schemes and imprisoned him. Lifetimes have passed, but Rilis remains.
How can that be?
Rilis's pact with the Daedra keeps him chained to Nirn, though he is dead. Were it not for the Daedra who freed him, he would be serving his sentence still, until time immemorial.
Well, tell me more. Where are the keepers exactly?
I have not seen them since the Daedra attacked. Araldor is the closest, and if she lives, you'll find her up ahead.
I'll look for Eraldor.
Areldor! You live!
I do, though I've seen better days. The High Kinlord's power has grown. He would not have been able to escape our predecessors as he has escaped us today. We need to go after him.
Stay down, Keeper! You're injured! If the others yet live, we should find them, then deal with Release, if we can. He has already escaped. I will not suffer further dishonor by losing lives to him.
You're ever the optimist. And Altmer should not fear the end, Syrian. I would give the lives of all 4 of us to stop Release. The High Kinlord will rend Tamriel apart if he gets to the surface. And it will be our fault.
There is a difference between fearing death and throwing your life away, Areldar. And as long as I lead the Keepers, you will do neither. If the others live, we'll find them.
The High Kinlord's power has grown terrifying. I don't know that we can stop him, though we must. Tamriel is in grave danger if Release reaches the surface. Even if we catch him, we'll need to devise a stronger prison than the last one.
You've helped more than I could have hoped, stranger. Areldar will survive this.
What do we do now?
Areldar would like nothing more than to confront Release now, but we're not ready. The High Kinlord can't be killed. Our only course is to capture him. But we'll need a sturdier prison than we've ever had before.
So what do you need from me?
Areldar and I will think on a plan to deal with the High Kinlord. Defeating Release is pointless if we can't hold him. In the meantime, the area up ahead is under Keeper Varanil's jurisdiction. Even if he lives, he'll need your help.
I'll look for Varanil.
You've helped more than I could have hoped, stranger.
What delightful folly is this? The Keepers have enlisted an outsider to face me? You fools have fallen so low! There are easier ways to prove your bravery, mortal. Turn back, or you'll share the Keeper's fate.
It's Varanil! Haruldor! See to him!
By the Empyrean light, let's hope he lives.
Has he been slain?
He's not the model of well-being, but he lives. Are you satisfied, Syrian? I'm eager to pursue the High Kinlord.
Patience, Haruldor. I need you to heal him. And Immaril is still unaccounted for. We'll need her to face Rilis.
Varanil lives. For now. We are thankful for your help, stranger. But if I were you, I would have fled long ago. The Keepers and I, we must stop Rilis at any cost.
There's one Keeper left, and I worry for her. Immaril guards the area closest to Rilis's prison. The two have a strained rapport. Of all of us, the High Kinlord would bear the fiercest grudge against Immaril. The sooner you find her, the better.
Where is Immaril?
She's in the deepest part of the Banished Cells. I have conceived the beginnings of a spell to handle Rilis, and we'll need Immaril if it's going to succeed.
What's the plan?
There isn't one yet. I still have details to work out.
Oh.
Just find Immaril, and we may be able to turn this against Rilis.
Alright, I'll look for Immaril.
Over there, Veranil. We found her.
I see her. Let's hope she lives. We'll need her before the day is done.
She's going to be fine with a little restoration magic. We should be considering how to handle the High Kinlord.
Even if we defeat him, how do we contain him? He's already escaped once. If we could control Daedric magic, perhaps this wouldn't have happened. What do you think, Sirion? Fight fire with fire?
Stay your tongue, Veranil! You insult your lineage by even thinking it. Does the High Kinlord's fate appeal to you so? We go with my plan and divide his essence among us. He can't escape his prison if he's not whole.
Aruldor and I will tend to Immeril. Speak to Sirion.
She's had some good things to say.
Sorry, need to focus.
Oh.
Immeril's going to be fine, but she'll need a healthy dose of restoration magic to get back on her feet. If you must speak, speak with Sirion.
Alright, alright.
We're fortunate no one has perished, but I fear my keepers have grown desperate and cowardly. Did you hear Veranil's remark? Use Daedric power? Sacrilegious. We need to get Release back in his prison before my keepers do something they'll regret.
Well, how can I help contain Release?
Before he escaped, we kept Release's soul encased in a single binding stone, passed down by the keepers. For ages, it was his prison. We're going to put him back, but this time, he's going in pieces.
What do you mean?
It's not as macabre as it sounds. He has no body. I speak of his soul. The keepers will siphon his essence into not one, but 4 binding stones, to keep his power divided. He'll hardly be conscious in that state, let alone able to summon Daedra.
So then what do you need from me?
You have the most difficult task of all. I need you to find Release and defeat him, if you can.
Very well. I'll face the High Kinlord.
Is that you, Syrian? I don't know how you defeated those Banekin, but I'll be glad to send more. Ah, it's the outsiders. So the Keepers are afraid to face me. Very well. You'll die in their stead. I'm going to enjoy this. You think you've beaten me? How amusing. Haven't you noticed that the pact I've made protects me from death?
Ignore his words, Keepers. Begin the separation.
I'm not confident this will work, Sirion.
What are you lot doing? Oh, I do so love to see magic. Is that what this is? This isn't as grand as the spells I learned from the Daedra. But I don't expect much from mortal Altmer. Remember, children, you'll never keep me here of your own accord. Not when the Daedra fight for me. Perhaps you'd fare better if you had Daedra on your side.
His madness nears delirium. Ignore him, Keepers. Bind the High Kinlord.
By the light Imperial, the Keepers of the Banished Cells hereby condemn Rilis the 12th to imprisonment unending.
Oh my! It looks like you've won! Old Rilis's days of freedom are over, it seems.
I thought you said this bastard wouldn't be able to speak.
He shouldn't be able to achieve coherent thought. We'll have to watch him carefully.
By Aetherius, we barely managed to contain that lunatic. Veronal might be right. If these binding stones don't hold, we may need to take drastic action to defeat Rilis. Even if it means making a Daedric pact.
Oh, no.
The binding stones will not hold. I don't know what Sirion's thinking. We should be finding a way to remove Rilis from Nirn. The High Kinlord has had a taste of freedom after all these years. He'll stop at nothing to achieve it again.
Well, maybe while he is contained, you should be thinking that.
What I wouldn't give for the power to kill that raving bastard. He's been watching us, and mentions the Daedra to mock me. How glorious it would be to turn them against him. Use the Daedra for good.
That's what lots of people always think they're doing.
The prison's not perfect, yet. But we have time, and Rilis isn't going anywhere.
Will your new prison hold him?
I'll make sure of it. Thanks to you, Rilis will never see Tamriel again. The situation would be dire had he escaped to the surface.
That is true. Thank you.
You have been a boon to us. We Keepers would have failed our people if it weren't for you. We'll have to continue to refine Rilis's prison, but even the Daedra should have trouble breaking him free from 4 binding stones.
Yes. Perfect. Well, now that he's contained in 4 binding stones, I wonder what happens in the next half of this story. Stay tuned.